Hey everybody, my name's Wayne Jordan, and I'm a certified financial planner at Alpha Financial Management here in Savannah, Georgia. Today I wanted to share with you this neat little graphic that Dimensional Funds published that shows the top 10 largest U.S. public companies going back to 1980 at 5-year intervals. What I like most about this chart is that by just looking at the top companies, you can tell so many stories about the stock market as a whole, or the economy, or specific industries, and of course, specific companies. Let's look at IBM, for example. In 1985 and 1990, they were the biggest US public company. They start to slip a little bit into the 90s and 2000s, but they maintained their top 10 ranking all the way until 2010, later than I think a lot of us would have expected. Now, this is where I think this chart can be helpful today. Imagine yourself as an IBM investor in 1990. You own the biggest US public company, Big Blue. No one gets fired for hiring IBM, right? They're dominating the mainframe or server industry, and it's hard to imagine a world where they don't into the future. I think there's a parallel happening today with the Mag 7. We hear a lot of investors come in and say, big tech has led the market for the past decade, and with the AI revolution, they'll surely do that into the future. Let's strip out the names and the products and look at it a little differently. Which of these two scenarios do you think is more likely? Scenario 1. The biggest company in an industry continues to out-research and out-innovate their peers, and they maintain or grow their lead forever. Or option 2. The biggest company in an industry develops a blind spot or maybe makes a wrong turn. A disruptor comes in and sees an area that could be improved, starts a company that shakes up the entire industry landscape, like Uber or Airbnb or Robinhood. History tells us the answer is B. Personally, I think it's crazy to only invest in the companies at the top. I want the new startups, the down and outs, the companies with founders that see a world we can't yet, like Steve Jobs at Apple or Bill Gates at Microsoft. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore the Mag 7, but I think it's crazy to gamble all your chips that the status quo will remain into the future. Let me know what you think. Thanks.